Hello again. Welcome back to the Brain Bash. The topic here is there a favourite episode, an order of favourite to least favourite episode? Well, the answer is yes. This was the Brain Bash that I did in 2017. It came because to mark the 50th anniversary of The Prisoner, I decided to take a closer look at the three McGowan scripted episodes, Free for All, Once Upon a Time and Fallout. These are three very intense episodes, but for entirely different reasons. First, a colourful, fast-moving political satire featuring dialogue that just crackles with throwaway lines. Then a claustrophobic duel to the death with acting of the highest calibre from two powerhouse actors. And finally, a thrilling ride through one man's imagination. Enigmatic, surreal, kaleidoscopic, bold, a simply stunning finale to a series that gripped millions of viewers and continues to enthrall a devoted following down through the decades. So, to do justice by putting these three episodes under the spotlight, I needed to research, and where else to look but the thoughts and views of members. So I trawled the various 6 of 1 magazines. I went back to the beginning, and as I researched, I found that at various times there were surveys to find out exactly the information that I wanted. Members have been polled. And so I'm going to hold it up and show you here, and then you'll see it come up on the screen. The polls go across from 1978, 1986, 1992, summer 1997, and then the one that I did here. So I'm going to just briefly talk about those. So for example, what puzzled me is how various episodes just went all over the place. Dance of the Dead rose from the figures that I've said to 4th. Well, I think we know why, because I started dialogue on that. But the general fluctuated wildly. It polled 15th, 5th, 13th, and back to 15th again. So, my poll. We got on to ranking McGowan's 3 scripts, and Free for All went from 9th to 2nd to 5th, finally to 7th. Obviously popular. Once Upon a Time was consistent, 11th, outside the top 10, 11th, 10th, so it found a natural home at the bottom of the top 10. Fallout started well, top spot in spring 78, then down to 4th, then 9th, and then revived to 3rd. So, to arrive at a result for my fresh poll, I asked everyone to score episodes 17 points for their favourite, down to 1 for their least favourite. I then totted up the points and came up with the new survey. So you see the results of the 5 polls. I realised that when I did mine, it really only got through to a fraction of the membership. But as you can see, Arrival is a runaway winner. It stands well above 3 clear groupings. I suppose really I was a bit surprised that The Girl Who Was Death came last when the poison drink scene had topped the poll of members' favourite scenes. But after all, it is just a scene. Maybe tastes change, or perhaps the small number who completed my questionnaire were not representative of the membership as a whole. So I've now prepared a poll of polls, which will come up on the screen. There we are. And let's have a look. Going through all of those and doing the scoring system of 17 down to 1, where each episode was positioned, what can we see? Well, you see Checkmate really high, either 1st, 2nd, lowest it's been is 5th, so it scored 79 points. Arrival follows it very closely. Look, it came 1st 3 times with 75 points. Free for All comes 3rd, 10 points adrift, because it scored 9 on the very first poll, 65. Schizoid which I actually was a bit surprised about, but it scores generally between 4th down to 8th, so that's not bad. 65. Fallout comes 5th at 63. Some of the others I found interesting. Hammer, which I think is actually quite a pedestrian episode, comes in at 61 points, which is very, very high. A, B and C, I was really quite surprised, because that is a truly out of the village episode, and yet it scores 56. Many Happy Returns beats it with 59. Chimes comes after that, really making a solid sort of 10th place overall with 49 points. So I hope that you've enjoyed this brief look at the polls and see where the favourite episodes ought to go. And the points to ponder here is, why don't you sit down, do the 17-to-1 score, 17 for your favourite, 1 to the least favourite order of episodes, and email that in. It'd be fascinating to get a wider poll. Thank you very much indeed. See you next time.